go ahead and close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears. Allow the muscles in your face to droop down. Unclench the jaw. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and open your eyes. Hello and welcome to Mindful Moves. My name is Dans, and I can't believe we just took our final breath of Mindful Moves Season 1. And yeah, I'm going to get into the specifics later, but I want to leave you with one more topic and one more discussion and food for thought. And it really ties into everything that we've been saying and kind of is the essence of Mindful Moves. And this episode is about being authentically yourself. Now, when you hear that, and when I heard it for the first time, it can feel like such a weird concept. What does it mean to be authentically myself? What is authenticity? Who am I in that situation? And I want to keep it so simple for you because this is the sentence that floats in my head when I think about this. And the key element is asking yourself, what would you be doing right now if nobody was around? What would you be wearing? Who would you spend your time with? What topics would you speak about? Where would you be? This is key. Before leaving the house, if you're getting dressed and you're worried about wearing something and going into public, ask yourself, if nobody else was around, what would you choose? And this really helps me because I used to really struggle with this. I used to go out and I would be with people maybe that I didn't really want to speak to, or have conversations that I didn't want to engage in. And I so often would not tap into my authenticity, but that's because I didn't have the chance or I didn't make the time to get to know myself. And asking yourself these simple questions of when nobody is around, what would you be doing? This is how you start reconnecting to yourself. And I understand that this can feel like a big task in the beginning, but we are keeping it so simple. We are regulating our nervous system through practices like breath, movement, nature, and self-expression. And those are only 4 of them. There's so many more tools, which we will dive into another time. But the step 1, regulating your body, making it a safe environment to just exist. That's it. And then we're going to start with this authenticity. Who am I and what am I about? And really, really honoring what comes up in those moments and remembering that that can only come up when our body feels safe and secure. And I can't tell you how amazing that is that you're on this journey. I have been recording this now for a couple of weeks and diving into all these topics that really are so part of me and have a huge place in my heart. And in the beginning of the season, I said to you that I am so grateful, not only for me, but for you on your behalf that you're here. The fact that you're here and that you've spent time here it's a gift that you've given yourself. And it's not because of me. This could be another podcast or another YouTube channel. The fact is that you are going inwards, and that is the gift. And you can be so proud of where you're at and what you're doing, because not many people in this world even get to know their authentic selves. So many of us and people on this earth wake up, live their life, live for other people, and then they die. And that might come across harsh, but it's not meant in a harsh way. It's meant to wake you up. It's meant to allow you to start being mindful about this. You deserve to know who you are. unapologetically being yourself, honoring your needs, honoring your feelings, and delving into that sphere where, especially if you've lived for so long not honoring your needs. So taking the time to ask yourself meaningful questions. If you've taken up journaling, this is a great journaling question. Who would you be if no one was around? What would you do? And start implementing those changes and bringing them together, because ultimately this is your life. I've said it before, but it happens in a quick little glimmer. And I'm so passionate about speaking to people about this because I think that we have so much unlocked potential. We have this giant, giant well of light sitting inside of us. And the more you learn how to nurture it and grow it, eventually it's maybe just a warm little feeling in your chest. Eventually that feeling is throughout your whole body, that warmness. And then eventually that feeling is spread into the whole room that you're in. Energetically, other people can feel it. And eventually that energy is spread into the neighborhood. And from the neighborhood, it expands all the way to the country, to the world. And the whole point of this metaphor of imagining this light growing is that it's exactly what happens when you start living in your authenticity. Your light is so bright inside, and so often we can't even see it because there's so much covering it up. And I've lived a life of hiding my true self, going with what everybody says, going with the flow. And as much as that served me in that time, and I'm grateful for that time, where I'm at now and living authentically myself, sharing what I really want to share with the world, speaking about what makes me passionate in life, that's where I hope that everybody starts tapping into that light. And that light and that exuding brightness that happens when you start living authentically to yourself, that's the purest form of love. And ultimately, that's what we're spreading. And I urge you to explore that and to surrender to it, because so often we fight it and we have this idea of who we are and that can never change. I'm here to say that you have every right and you deserve the life that you truly want to live. You are so special, and the world actually deserves to know your authentic self. So get to know your authentic self first so you can share that. I'm honored that you've been here for this whole time and on this journey with me. I'm hoping to see you guys all in the next season. Thank you for being here for me and for yourself, and I wish you all the best. Please feel free to read all the blogs. Every single episode has a linking blog so that you can read up about it if you forgot anything. Feel free to interact. I'm here, and I wish you all the best on this journey. Looking forward to seeing you next time. All my love. Have a beautiful day.